Correct. Okay, I start ready. Yeah.
Okay, proceed.
Okay, wait. Okay, so as you guys know, this one is task 3 for left 4. Okay, so what they want is they want us to build like automatic car garage system. Okay, so here they give the condition. The initial condition, the garage door is closed. When the system detect an approaching car, the door is open. When the car is fully passed through the entrance, the door is lowered. As the car to exit from the garage, the door opening is activated using a different switch from the inside. Okay.
From inside.
Uh,
Hmm.
okay. As you can see, the give
Hmm.
a photo evaluation meter over here, and then this one is the upper limit switch and then lower limit switch, and then there's a motor over here, and then here is the ultrasonic sensor. Okay, the function for photoelectric sensor is to detect whether the car is fully entered or not. Okay, so for the upper limit switch, when the shutter is going reach to the top, so it will reach the upper limit switch. So it means the shutter is fully open. Okay.
Open.
When the shutter is closed, it will reach to the lower limit switch. So it means it will fully close. Okay. So we will have a switch inside the garage to when after the work finish, they have to bring back the car, right? So they will have a switch inside. So when they press the switch, the garage will open again. Okay. So the process will repeat one by one. Okay, so what we have done is, as we done last week, okay, this one is a supervisor file, and then this one is the ladder diagram. Okay, so we have created a start button and stop button. Start button to on the entire system, and stop button to off the entire system. And then this one is the open switch. Just now I say we got a switch inside the garage, right? So this one is the switch, and then this one is the photoelectric sensor, and this one is the ultrasonic sensor. This one is the lower limit switch. This one is the upper limit switch. So we have one motor only lah. It will like run clockwise and anti-clockwise, but we put here two motors.
Demonstrated in two motors. Lah.
Yeah, we set up in two motors to get
Because the connection will be reverse. Connection will be reverse.
yeah. Okay, so this one is the motor forward. The motor forward means the garage is open, and then the motor reverse is garage is closed. So this one is the ladder diagram. Okay, so I'll show you how the system works first, and then later Sri will explain how the ladder diagram works. Okay. Okay, so when I press start in supervisor here, you can see the ladder diagram is start working also. So it means we got put the extra LED, so it's to show lah whether the shutter is open or closed. So as we on the entire system start, the motor is reverse, means the garage is closing.
Post-mod.
Okay, so when the garage is closing, the LED will blink lah. LED, okay. Okay, so when okay, now we are moving on to the first point. When the car is coming in, okay, I off first, okay.
Offers. Because they have stated that at the initial condition, the garage door must be
Yeah,
in closed
close.
condition, right?
So
So,
yes, Sri, carry on.
okay, so when you have pressed okay, let's say, okay, the garage door is actually open. Let's say when you are pressing the start button, okay, press the start button. Okay, here it actually shows like the motor is actually closing. I mean, it's closing, but it's not closing. If it's in initial condition, it's closed, the lower limit switch will be triggered. So if it hit the lower limit switch, the motor is stopped actually. Okay, hit the lower limit switch. Okay, so now we can see if it's fully closed means when you press the start button, the motor is not reversing. It's actually stopped ready because the lower limit switch is actually hit ready. Okay, let's we imagine a two kind of situation. Okay, for the first situation, let's assume like the car is coming in. Okay, when the car is coming in, first what we will detect the ultrasonic sensor will detect. Turn on the ultrasonic detect. Okay, so see. Okay, the ultrasonic sensor detect. So once the ultrasonic is detect, we can see the motor is forward because it's opening. So once it's opening, the lower limit switch not I mean like deactivate already because it's no more in the closed position. So it's going up. Once it completely open, the upper limit switch triggered.
Yes.
Okay, now we can see the motor is stopped. Okay, now imagine like, okay, the car is entering. So when the car is entering, the photoelectric sensor will trigger. Okay, this photoelectric sensor, just now Tu and Mano asked why we are using a photoelectric sensor, but they have not mentioned in the lab, but they have just used the picture. Okay, the PE sensor works like, just now Tamil said to ensure the car is fully entered or
Entered the garage.
entered or exited, but it's not exactly, because sometimes when you have any things in between the garage door which is not in the range the view range of ultrasonic sensor. Let's say you have like a small kid who is standing in the garage door, so when the PE sensor is detected, it will stop it from closing. So that's it's acts like an added safety feature. Okay, so we continue back
Oh,
to the thing. Photoelectric sensor hit. So once the car is fully enter ready, I mean like the ultrasonic sensor also not detected, and the PE sensor also is not detected because the car is fully entered ready. Okay, so now we can see the motor is reversed. So once the car is fully entered and there is no obstacles in between the garage door, the motor will start to close. Until so when it start to close, the upper limit switch is no more in contact. So it will reverse until the lower limit switch hit. So the motor stop. Okay, this is the first situation. Okay, so they have mentioned that they are having a switch to actually, when your car is inside the garage, you need to use a switch to actually open the garage door. Okay, so imagine a situation, you need to take your car. Okay, you're actually pressing the switch. Okay, so we're just like it's like, maybe you can assume it like a push button. So it's like switch on and switch off. Off பண்றா. Okay, so you can see the motor is forward. So the garage door is opening. So the lower limit switch is not in contact. So off the lower limit switch. So it will go until the upper limit switch hit. So the motor is stopped. Okay, now you imagine like uh, okay, now what we have done is, instead of using another additional switch to actually reset the garage door, we have actually made it automatic, which means
Yes.
when you're taking out your car and moved a bit, the garage door will automatically close. Okay, so let's say you're actually taking your car out from the garage, so the PE sensor hit because you are reversing the car, and then the ultrasonic sensor hit also. So once your car got up from the garage, the PE sensor won't be in contact. PE sensor off. Then you have moved from the range of the ultrasonic sensor. The ultrasonic sensor not in there. So you can see the motor is automatically actually closing. Instead of using a reset switch, we have made it automatic. So it's closing until, so the upper limit switch, upper limit will not in contact. So off the upper limit, because the garage door is closing, right?
Yes.
Off the upper limit.
of the upper limit.
Off the upper limit. Okay, so it's going down until the lower limit switch hit, so the motor is stopped. So that's how it works. So it waits until the next car actually comes.
Yes.
In terms of the ladder diagram, so we have done the start stop as basic, and then the reset, the open switch, we have made it a switch memory. So for the second rung, second rung or third rung, okay, we can see we have made it like all functions to actually work in multiple conditions. We have set the upper limit as a normally closed to actually protect the motor from actually opening. Because when it's fully open, we don't want the motor to actually rotate again to actually which actually causes the motor to actually spoil soon. So we have used the close upper limit as a normally closed condition, and the same way as the lower condition. And down, please, motor open. So we have used the LED to actually indicate the movement, and then the down one is the reset switch. So the reset switch is like a working bit here. This is it works automatically instead of using a separate button to actually reset it. We have to use it automatically for it to automatically know when the car is moved out ready, it automatically closes. So that's how it works actually.
Okay, so the reason for we do the open switch is automatic because we don't want the passenger to go out and then off the switch like that. So it will have to do the automatic. That's why we do the automatic switch forward here. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so that's all for task 3. Thank you very much for the contribution. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you.